Stephen Morris could not know the history of the message. He could not know, for instance, when Ken Dorsey was the quarterback at Miami he heard it from Gino Torretta, or Torretta heard it years earlier from Bernie Kosar. Kosar heard it before that from Jim Kelly. And Kelly. Maybe he even heard it from George Meara, who came to practice on occasion to help with Kelly's footwork. All Morris knows is Torretta stopped by practice on Tuesday, shook his hand and offered a couple words of encouragement in the wake of the ugly "thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Loss at Notre Dame. "Keep going," the former Miami quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner said. Maybe you realize now what Morris did then. It's not the message that mattered so much here. It's the messenger. It's the idea that, generation after generation, the quarterbacks of quarterback link the years to make the cliché-ridden word like tradition a little less cliché. Once upon a time, Steve Walsh returned from the pros to break down videotape with Dorsey. And Dorsey frequently texted Jackery Harris words of encouragement. They're even "thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Was a game against Florida State where Kosar and Torretta stood on the Miami sideline and saw the same hole in the Seminole defense in the final minutes of the game. Kosar wanted to tell Dorsey, who was then the quarterback. "We can't bother him," Torretta said. "I've got to," Kosar said. Bernie, no, but Kosar already was approaching Dorsey on the sideline and reducing a few decades of studying Florida State defensive coordinator Mickey Andrews into a few words. "The middle's open, he "thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Said. It was, too. Dorsey attacked the soft spot for the go-ahead touchdown. Miami won the game. That's what a little intergenerational love can mean on the best days. Torretta is asked about Morris and says what everyone does, what's not to like about him. And you've got to remember we're talking about a guy who missed all spring practice with injury. Remember, everyone was asking in February and March who'd be the quarterback. No one's asking that now. The questions now are if this team is mature. "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Enough, this fan base strong enough, this administration capable enough to find an athletic director who won't flee so quickly it seems like he's seen the NCAA bogeyman. Morris. He is smart and confident and as solid a quarterback talent as this program has produced in a while. The other night in Chicago, at halftime, the pro scout watched Morris warming up from the press box. "I like everything I see about that kid," the scout said. "You can see his thinking and his arm strength. You see the maturity in how he carries." "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Himself out there on the field. If he keeps growing the next couple of years like he is this past year or so, he's going to do very well for himself playing on Sundays. What always separated Miami from other programs, besides winning, was a family atmosphere that connected the eras. Michael Irvin phoning his old dorm room to see who answers. Ray Lewis giving a speech to players to Kosar teaching Jimmy Graham to become a tight end. Here's a story. In a Dallas Cowboys playoff game, Kosar read the "thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Defense and simply raised a fist to Irvin at receiver. That wasn't in the Dallas playbook. It was from the Miami playbook about what pattern to run. They ran it, too. Morris does not know this story. He can only care so much. He's busy preparing to play North Carolina in the kind of game that will define this season more than the Notre Dame loss will. There was another line the old quarterbacks of quarterback you passed down through the years, one Morris would be served to hear now. Dorsey passed it to "thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Here's a couple of years ago after a tough loss to Virginia Tech. "Don't let Virginia Tech beat you twice."